to WINNESEC News 360. We are transmitting live from the podium inside WINNESEC Secondary School. My name is Reno Dejenesa.
And I am Mutala Sapiensidation in 3 Generals 1.
Coming up in the headlines, students shot in the head by classmates at Adventist Day SHS in Kumasi.
22-year-old commercial sex worker jailed for 5 years.
And in a tragic story, 19-year-old girl found dead after gang rape.
Suspected swine fever outbreak spreads as hundreds of pigs dead in the eastern region.
Auditor General launches nationwide payroll audit.
E-levy, betting tax, others officially gone as President attends to payroll.
In sports, WINNESEC staff beaten shockingly at home by staff from St. Augustine's College. All these and more still to come, including news in business, sports, and entertainment. We begin with our first story. Female students of the Adventist SHS in Kumasi have sustained severe injuries after being shot in the head by a colleague in class on Friday morning, April 4, 2025. The suspect, who is in the same class with the victim, was arrested by the Swami District Police. The suspect pulled the trigger after some students who saw the gun on him doubted if it was a real loaded pistol.
Away from that, the Achimota Circuit Court has sentenced 22-year-old prostitute Nikki Isabella to 5 years in prison for human trafficking. Having been found guilty by the Circuit Court despite pleading not guilty, Nikki Isabella goes to jail to serve as a deterrent to others, according to GH1 News.
In some sad news, 19-year-old Zenabu allegedly gang raped to death at Chifopraso in the central region as her body was found lifeless, blindfolded with her legs glued shut. District Commander for Chifo Atimokwa, Superintendent Charles Adeboati, assured the public that a thorough investigation is underway.
Let's take you to the health sector. A suspected outbreak of African swine fever, ASF, has hit Damongo, the capital of the Savannah region, leading to the death of hundreds of pigs in the municipality. The farmers have been urged to adopt biosecurity measures and shift towards intensive farming rather than a semi-intensive system widely practiced in the affected areas.
In governance, Abraham Henry Arthur has been nominated for the position of the Efutu Municipal Chief Executive following the release of MMDC's list by the Office of the President on April 4, 2025.
In other news, the Auditor General has launched a nationwide payroll audit to verify government employees and eliminate payroll fraud. The audit covers a broad range of government institutions, including the Ministry of Education.
In education, junior high school students at Adaklu Seba D8 Basic School in the Volta region face a daunting challenge of writing information and communication technology in this year's BEC in June without any practical experience, as they have never used a computer before in their preparations for their external exams.
Still on education, 133 students, 5 teachers, and 2 interns of Miniba Secondary School were involved in a workshop on regenerative agriculture for Sub-Saharan Africa on March 27, 2025. The seminar was facilitated by Dr. Bright Ankuje, Dr. Charles Kumsen, and Dr. Kwabinatre. The workshop enlightened participants on the use of organic, environmentally friendly methods of crop farming. Up next is business news.
L'actualité économique avec Mamote Selinam Abla, 3 at 1.
Welcome to the business news segment with me, Kaleska Odonko, 3 at 6.
Et je suis d'accord Brunel, 2 at 2.
La seule Francie de droit du Ghana au marché américain en vertu de la loi sur la croissance et les opportunités en Afrique à voir a été brusquement interrompue par l'imposition d'un tarif 10% sur les exportations vers le marché américain qui porte un coup dur au secteur d'exportation du pays. Cette décision pourrait entraîner une forte baisse sur les recettes d'exploitation, une augmentation des prix pour les exportateurs ghanéens et des pertes d'emplois potentiels dans le secteur clé. Par ailleurs, le président John Dramani Mahama a tenu une promesse de campagne clé en promulguant des projets de loi amendés abolissant, entre autres, la taxe des transferts électroniques e-levy, la taxe de la Paris et la taxe des émissions. Cette mesure finalisée le 10 avril 2025 fait suite à l'adoption d'une résolution au Parlement visant à abolir cette taxe.
Ghana's duty-free access to the U.S. market under the African Growth and Opportunity Act, AGOA, has been abruptly terminated with a 10% tariff imposition on exports to the U.S. market, marking a significant blow to the country's export sector. The decision could lead to a sharp decline in export revenues, increased costs for Ghanaian exporters, and potential job losses across key industries. In another news, President John Dramani Mahama has fulfilled a key campaign promise by signing into law amended bills that abolish the electronic transfer levy, e-levy, betting tax, emissions levy, and among others. The action, completed on April 2, 2025, follows the passage of resolution in Parliament to abolish these taxes.
La direction de l'Université de WINNESEC a reçu un don en espèces de 60 000 cedis à l'Autorité nationale de régulation et de pension. Pour soutenir le business innovation hub de l'université, dont le cadre vise à promouvoir l'entrepreneuriat et à réduire le chômage des étudiants. Toujours en économie, le taux d'inflation pour mars 2025 au Ghana a diminué à 22,4% contre 23,1% enregistré en février 2025. Selon les données publiées par le service statistique du Ghana à Accra le 2 avril 2025. La réduction est due à un ralentissement des prix et de certains produits alimentaires, minoritaires et les légumes de les cubes.
The management of the University of Education, UNIVAC, UEW, has received a cash donation of 60,000 Ghana cedis from the National Pensions Regulatory Authority, NPRA, in support of the university's Business Innovation Hub as part of efforts to promote entrepreneurship and reduce unemployment among students. Still in business, inflation rate for March 2025 in Ghana has decreased to 22.4% from 23.1% recorded in February 2025. According to the data released by the Ghana Statistical Service, GSS, in Accra on April 2, 2025, the reduction is driven by a slowdown in the prices of certain food items, including vegetables and root tubers.
Dans les actualités économiques, je suis Morte Sedinam Abla.
And that'll be all the news on business. My name is Kalista Udonko.
Et je suis Jacob Prenel. À suivre, c'est le sport.
Up next is sports.
Welcome to the sports segment with me, Grace Java Aidan, 302.
And I am Martin Texin 3x4.
Let's begin from the camp of WINNESEC, as Winneba Secondary School teaching staff were defeated narrowly by 2-1 by the staff of St. Augustine's College in a rematch on Monday, March 31, 2025. At WINNESEC football field, despite enjoying home support, including massive support from the headmaster.
Besides, at the end of the WINNESEC Inter-House Ball Games competition, General Nunumenta and Annex 1 emerged winners in soccer boys and girls respectively, as Jatua won the girls volleyball, netball, handball and basketball. Nunumenta won the boys volleyball while Dona Hammond won the boys basketball.
Ghana joins Nigeria, Jamaica, Trinidad and Tobago to compete in four-nation tournament in London in May 2025 as the four countries battle in the Unity Cup. In the Ghana Premier League, Kumasi Asante Kotoko remained top of the table with 46 points despite a 1-1 draw against Heart of Lions as Heart of Oak defeats Mediama with a lone goal.
Let's bring you some results from the European front. It was a Super Sunday in the English Premier League as Manchester United played a 0-0 draw against Manchester City at Old Trafford. Chelsea failed to beat Brentford after a buying game as Tottenham Hotspur beat Southampton by 3-1. Everton held Arsenal to a 1-1 draw as Liverpool were beaten 3-2 by Fulham. In Spain, Real Madrid lost at home to Valencia by 2-1 as Barcelona played a 1-1 draw against Real Betis. Atletico Madrid scored a late goal to beat Sevilla by 2-1 as Barca remain top of La Liga. Kevin De Bruyne has announced he will leave Manchester City at the end of season after 10 years at the Etihad. In the UEFA Champions League quarterfinals on Tuesday, Arsenal will play Real Madrid at the Emirates, as Munich will welcome Inter Milan at the Allianz Arena. On Wednesday, Barcelona clash with Dortmund as Paris Saint-Germain battle Aston Villa in France. This is how much time can permit us here on WINNESEC News 360. My name is Martin Texin.
And I am Grace Java Aidan. Up next is entertainment news.
to the entertainment news with me, Antoinette Tete, 3 General at 3.
And I am Yalsinora, 2 Business 3. There is a good news for Black fans. Ghanaian music sensation Black Sherif has finally released its much anticipated second studio album titled Iron Boy on April 3, 2025. The 15-track album beautifully blends high-life, Afrobeats, hip-hop, and soul, further cementing his place as one of Africa's most versatile artists. Iron Boy explores powerful themes of love, resilience, growth, and self-discovery, capturing Black Sherif's personal journey since his debut project, The Villain I Never Was. The album features exciting collaborations with Nigerian stars Fireboy DML and Say Vibes, adding flavor to the project. Since its release, Iron Boy has received massive praise from fans and critics for its originality and deep storytelling.
WINNESEC Dear Band lights up Kimco Stadium with stunning performance. The WINNESEC Dear Band thrilled music lovers with a spectacular performance at the Music Fest held on Friday, 4th April 2025 at the Kimco Sports Stadium. The event brought together 15 top senior high schools from the Central region, competing for the best band performance under the theme, Making Cape Coast Great. The WINNESEC Dear Band stood out as one of the few bands that electrified the atmosphere, getting the entire audience on their feet, singing along and dancing to their captivating tunes. Speaking after the show, one of the band's trainers, Mr. Robert Nyanku, popularly known as Bob, praised the band for their exceptional display. He added that the wild reaction from the crowd was a clear sign that WINNESEC Dear Band was among the best performers of the day. And that will be all the news on entertainment. My name is Antoinette Tete.
And I am Yalsinora.
It's time for the spotlight. WINNESEC Secondary School is one of the hottest schools in Ghana and located in the Futu Municipal of the Central Region as a result of WINNESEC News 360 and more. WINNESEC has its slogan as "The Top We Belong."
The vision of the school is a center for holistic education and innovative leadership for global development. The mission statement of the school is to create equal opportunity for learners to develop their potentials through self-discipline and self-awareness.
And finally, discipline and honesty, creativity, teamwork is our core values. This is how we wrap up the news bulletins here on WINNESEC News 360.
Many thanks to our executive producer, M. Barometer, and not forgetting our producers, Mr. Ansama Osini and Mr. Francis Boku. This broadcast is brought to you by the English department led by the HOD, Madam Rita Padura, with support from Mr. Derek Phil, head of WINNESEC Media.
Many thanks to our media partners, Radio Windy Bay 98.3 FM and Radio Peace 88.9 FM. You can log on to WINNESEC media platforms on YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, and Facebook for all these news items. My name is Reynolds J. Mesa.
And I am Mutala Sapia Tideshini. In Spanish, we say muchas gracias.
And in Mandarin Chinese, we say Feng Chang Gan Shi.